Good morning, everyone. So this month for our climate moment, I am going to be talking about the SMOC, the Southern Meridional Overturning Current. So this is a current that's around Antarctica. And there was some news this last week, so I wanted to share that with you. And it's probably the biggest news on the planet right now, so I want to make you aware of it. So this chart here describes global sea ice levels. You can see there's a downward trend, but you can see just right after 2015, there's this very sharp drop off. And this is for global, so this includes Antarctica and the Arctic. But if we now zoom in on just Antarctica ice, this is out of this recent paper. You can see this black line where it goes precipitously falls around 2015 to 2017, which corresponds to that same fall off we saw on the global sea ice level. So there's a big contribution here from Antarctica sea ice loss. We really didn't know what the underlying cause of it was until this paper was published last week that describes how the currents around Antarctica, and this is the Southern Meridional Overturning Current, SMOC, has shifted so that now there's warmer, saltier water around Antarctica. And of course, warmer, saltier water it's harder to form ice, and the warm water will melt existing ice. So you've got these two factors that are at play here that is reducing the sea ice around Antarctica. And this shift in the current really started to occur around 2015. So this has already been going on for now 10 years. We're at 2025 now. So you can see from this chart that it's been very persistent. The increased salinity and the increased temperature has been very persistent since 2015, which seems to imply that there's been a tipping point and the currents have shifted now, and we're in this new regime where we'll see persistent higher temperatures and higher salinity. And you can see, looking back at the global sea ice extent, how we're kind of in this new paradigm now where there's just lower levels of sea ice. And this is going to have big ramifications on sea surface temperature, surface air temperature, the albedo, so less light reflecting back from the Earth means that the Earth will be absorbing more heat. It also has implications on sea level rise as we melt the Antarctica ice. It has a lot of consequences, none of which are very good. So stay tuned, because I think people are still just digesting this information, and so we'll have a better idea of what these consequences are in the coming weeks and months. So that is my climate moment for the month. Thanks.